Why do INFJs survive things that would destroy other people? Why can't anyone break you, no matter how hard they try? It's not resilience. It's not toughness. It's something way more powerful. 8 psychological forces your brain developed that make you psychologically invincible. Today, we're diving into the 8 psychological forces that make you unbreakable. These aren't just personality quirks. They're scientifically backed mental superpowers that turn your so-called weaknesses into weapons. By the end of this video, you'll understand why your mind is your greatest strength. Before we start, please hit the like button, comment, and subscribe so you won't miss any of our weekly deep dives into the world of personality types. And if you're looking for a deeper understanding of yourself and your INFJ personality, browse our favorite INFJ products in the description and click the link in the comments to take our favorite free personality test. Force 1. Pattern recognition through dominant introverted intuition. Your dominant introverted intuition isn't just good at seeing possibilities, it's a pattern detection system that operates below conscious awareness. Neuroscience research shows that introverted intuition dominant brains excel at connecting seemingly unrelated information to predict outcomes before they happen. When someone tries to manipulate you, your brain has already spotted the inconsistencies in their story. You're not being paranoid. You're processing micro-patterns that others miss completely. This gives you a psychological advantage that's almost unfair. While others fall for surface-level charm, you're already 3 steps ahead, seeing where their behavior leads. Your pattern recognition makes you immune to most forms of deception because your brain literally flags when something doesn't add up. Trust that gut feeling, it's backed by sophisticated neural processing. Force 2. Emotional regulation through auxiliary. Introverted thinking. Here's where people get INFJs completely wrong. They think that because you feel deeply, you can't think clearly. But your auxiliary, introverted thinking acts as an emotional processing filter that most people don't have. Cognitive function research shows that introverted thinking creates internal logical frameworks for understanding behavior. When someone attacks you personally, your introverted thinking kicks in and analyzes why they're acting that way. Maybe they're projecting their insecurities or repeating learned patterns from childhood. This psychological distance means you don't take attacks personally because you understand the psychology behind them. Your emotions inform you, but your thinking function protects you. It's like having a built-in therapist that helps you process pain without drowning in it. You feel everything, but you also understand everything. That combination makes you psychologically unbreakable. Force 3. Strategic boundary setting through the door slam. The infamous INFJ door slam isn't an emotional outburst, it's a calculated decision based on pattern recognition and logical analysis. Psychology research on boundary setting shows that INFJs use what's called strategic disengagement to protect their mental health. Your brain has already run multiple scenarios about where a toxic relationship is heading. You've given chances, noticed the patterns, and logically concluded that continued engagement will only cause more damage. The door slam isn't cruelty. It's psychological self-preservation based on data. While others stay trapped in toxic cycles because they can't see the patterns, you cut ties cleanly and move forward. This ability to make hard decisions based on long-term psychological health rather than short-term emotions is a superpower that keeps you mentally intact when others would crumble. You're not cold. You're strategically protecting your peace, and that's precisely what psychological invincibility looks like. Force 4. Trauma integration through inferior extroverted sensing development. Here's something most people don't understand about INFJ resilience. You don't just survive trauma, you transform it into psychological armor. Your inferior extroverted sensing might seem like a weakness, but it's actually your secret weapon for post-traumatic growth. Research on trauma recovery shows that INFJs excel at meaning making because their brain naturally seeks patterns and connections even in painful experiences. When something devastating happens, your extroverted sensing forces you to ground the experience in concrete reality, while your introverted intuition seeks more profound meaning and lessons. This combination creates what psychologists call post-traumatic growth. You don't just bounce back from hardship, you integrate it into your worldview and emerge stronger. Each painful experience becomes data that helps you navigate future challenges with more wisdom and resilience. While others get stuck replaying trauma, you're busy extracting every lesson and insight from it. Your brain literally rewires painful memories into sources of strength and compassion. That's not just survival, that's psychological alchemy. Force 5. Energy management through introversion. Your introverted energy system is like having a built-in defense mechanism against manipulation and social pressure. Neuroscience research shows that introverts process dopamine differently than extroverts. You're less susceptible to external reward systems and social validation. This means that when someone tries to control you through social pressure, popularity, or group dynamics, their tactics bounce right off. You recharge on your own, which makes you psychologically independent. You don't need constant external validation to feel worthy or confident. Your energy boundaries are non-negotiable. When you're drained, you withdraw to recharge, and no amount of guilt-tripping or social pressure can force you to engage before you're ready. This natural energy management system automatically protects your mental health. People who try to exhaust you emotionally or socially find themselves hitting a wall. You'll disengage and restore your energy while they're left wondering why their usual manipulation tactics don't work on you. Your introversion isn't a limitation, it's psychological armor. Force 6. Value-based decision-making through developed introverted feeling. As you mature, your introverted feeling develops into an unshakable moral compass, making you immune to corruption and compromise. Psychological research on value-based decision-making shows that people with strong internal value systems demonstrate remarkable resilience under pressure. Your introverted feeling creates a hierarchy of what matters most to you: authenticity, compassion, justice, and personal growth. When someone tries to pressure you into violating these values, your brain literally rejects their demands at a neurological level. It's not just stubbornness, it's psychological integrity. This value system acts like a filter for relationship opportunities and life choices. Anything that doesn't align with your core values gets automatically rejected, regardless of potential benefits or social pressure. You'd rather struggle alone than compromise your soul. People find this maddening because they can't buy you off or pressure you into betraying yourself. Your values aren't negotiable because they're part of your psychological foundation. Trying to corrupt an INFJ with developed introverted feeling is like trying to bribe a mountain, pointless and exhausting. Force 7. Future-oriented thinking through dominant introverted intuition. Your brain doesn't just live in the present, it's constantly running simulations of future possibilities and consequences. Temporal psychology research shows that future-focused thinking dramatically increases psychological resilience because you are mentally prepared for challenges before they arrive. While setbacks blindside others, you've already mentally rehearsed multiple scenarios. Your introverted intuition has been quietly preparing contingency plans and psychological strategies for situations that haven't even happened yet. When a crisis hits, you're not panicking. You're executing plans your brain developed months or years in advance. This future orientation makes you anti-fragile, not just resilient. You don't just recover from challenges, you use them as stepping stones toward goals you've been visualizing for years. Your brain treats obstacles as expected variables in long-term equations rather than catastrophic surprises. People are amazed by your calm during storms, but you're not naturally calm. You're prepared. Your dominant introverted intuition has been stress testing scenarios in your mind, so when reality matches your mental simulations, you already know how to respond. Force 8. Cognitive function integration, the ultimate defense. Here's your ultimate psychological superpower. You're one of the few types that naturally integrate all 4 cognitive functions into a unified decision-making system. Research on cognitive function development shows that this integration creates unprecedented psychological resilience. When you face a challenge, you're not just using one mental process. Your introverted intuition recognizes patterns. Your introverted thinking analyzes logic. Your extroverted feeling considers impact on others, and your extroverted sensing grounds you in present reality. This 4-dimensional processing gives you perspectives that others can't access. Your sensitivity isn't a weakness, it's comprehensive data processing. You feel everything, but you also think intuitively about deeper meanings and consider practical implications simultaneously. This creates a psychological foundation so robust that single attacks or manipulations can't destabilize it. While others operate from 1 or 2 functions, you're running a complete psychological operating system. Trying to break someone with integrated cognitive functions is like trying to hack a computer that's running 4 different security programs at once. Good luck with that. These 8 forces aren't just personality traits, they're psychological superpowers backed by neuroscience and cognitive research. Your brain is literally wired for resilience, pattern recognition, and meaning-making in ways that most people can't comprehend. The world needs your unique combination of sensitivity and strength. You're not broken or too much, you're psychologically invincible. Click the link in the comments to take our favorite free personality test and check out the other videos on our channel for more INFJ psychology content. Subscribe for more insights into your remarkable mind. If you want to continue the journey to understanding yourself or an INFJ in your life, click either of the following videos where we continue to unlock the secrets of the INFJ personality type.